65 1100.
Who's ready for something good?
You can make the whole thing in less than 15 minutes. What's better than one home base? Two, of course. That sounds so fun.
Weekdays at 2 on Local 3. Download the Local 3 news and weather apps now.
It may seem like the month of October is a long ways away, but we want you thinking ahead this morning and making sure that you clear your calendar for October 22nd, a very special day in Chattanooga. It will be the celebration of life and hope. Shayna Webb is nodding her head as I talk. She is with the Austin Hatcher Foundation. So nice to see you.
Thank you so much for having me on this morning, Julie.
You know, a lot of people probably are going, oh, I love the Austin Hatcher Foundation. There are also people watching who might not be very familiar with you. I'm going to let you kind of talk about it a little bit, but you're there to kind of walk with families, no matter where they are, currently treating or post-recovery with pediatric cancer, right?
Right, exactly. So the Austin Hatcher Foundation for Pediatric Cancer, we're a 501c3 nonprofit with a national presence, but our grassroots are here in Chattanooga. So basically our mission is to erase the effects of pediatric cancer for entire families. And we do that by providing all ancillary services outside of medical treatment. And that's from the beginning of a child's diagnosis with cancer all the way through the rest of the entire family's lifetime.
I'm glad that you used the word grassroots because it truly is. And she would not want us lingering too much on probably her story, but Amy Jo Osborne and her husband are the ones who began the foundation after they lost their son to pediatric cancer. And so this truly is born from parents' hearts of not wanting other people to hurt.
Right. Both Amy Jo and Jim are co-founders. Their story is so inspiring, and just the passion that Amy Jo has leading the foundation, and it's just really inspiring, and it's, I think, so good for the families but also us as a staff to just be under her and then all come together.
Before we talk about the celebration, something else that I had not known until those years when I began to talk to Amy Jo and now to you was that once you have undergone cancer treatments, and this is true for children and adults, but children especially, the impacts on your life are long lasting. Just because you're finished with treatment doesn't mean you're finished with the effects.
Right. The cancer treatment, while it's so amazing in helping treat the cancer and helping the survival rate go up so much in the past few years, it's awesome, but it also does cause late effects to show up and affect the child, whether it's their physical, sensory, cognitive development. It often has those late effects. So that's what we're here to help the kids with as they grow up and after, you know, in continuing throughout their survivorship.
So you were very smart, knowing that you wanted to get the word out there, that you wanted to remind people early about what you do and why it is so important. October really is just around the corner, and with this celebration of life and hope, which you can talk about, there is an auction associated with it, right? So y'all are accepting items for the auction.
Right, so the celebration of life and hope is our biggest fundraising event through the whole year. It's this really nice gala night. There's live music, an open bar, lots of food, and about 400, 500 people from the community come. And the main way we raise money is through these live and silent auctions. And all of our auction items were 100% donated by different businesses throughout the area, gift cards, things like that. And we actually are still accepting items for the auction that's coming up in October, so that's cool too.
When families have a diagnosis of pediatric cancer, did most physicians around here automatically kind of refer them to you or let them know that you would be a resource?
We hope so. We are a partner with Erlanger Children's Hospital, but we do just want to get the word out there because we know that there are still families that may not have heard about us. And the cool thing is we do provide all of the services at no cost for families or for hospitals. And again, we do provide the services for the whole family. So this is for parents and siblings too. So whether it's, you know, grief counseling or marriage therapy, anything like that, if they've dealt with pediatric cancer, which really does take such a toll on a family.
Well, and that is really an important thing to stress because, you know, I'm sure in your own families you've said what happens to one happens to all. But if you're the sibling sometimes, you can kind of get lost in the shuffle, and no parent wants that to happen, but it just can.
Right, because unfortunately the cancer diagnosis goes beyond just the child who is diagnosed. It does affect the siblings a lot. I've seen just in my few months working there when the mom has to go away and be with the diagnosed child in a hospital, maybe in Nashville, and the kids don't see their mom for months, things like that. So that's just what we want to be for the families, is we want to welcome anyone with open arms from the family.
So if you want to be in the mosh pit, you know, with the 400 to 500 people at the Celebration of Life and Hope, October 22nd, we've become now, we used to be a city where people would wait until the last minute to get their tickets. And then with COVID lifted, everyone's so eager to get back out. They're selling out kind of quickly. So are tickets on sale yet?
Yes, tickets are on sale now, and you can see them on our website, so hatcherfoundation.org/celebrate. You can also go to celebrationlh.com. They both go to the same place. But tickets are on sale now, and then we're also still accepting the auction items, like I said. So maybe you can't come to the event, but you'd still like to help. You can just donate on the website, or even just maybe you have a gift card, maybe you just have something, or you know somebody who owns a business, something like that. We're accepting items. And
so everything should be done through the website, or can they call also?
Yes, you can call Austin Hatcher Foundation specifically. You could email us, info@hatcherfoundation.org, or just check us out on the website.
And if you have not ever been on their website, I encourage you to do it and really read about not only how they were founded, and it's a heartbreaking story, but what they're doing now, and that's the optimistic side of the foundation, because they really do want to share the hope.
We just want to get the word out too about what we're doing. So,
well, thank you for helping by coming here today.
Thanks.
And here is the website, as you heard Shana mention. It's just simply hatcherfoundation.org. If you go to /celebrate, that will take you to get your tickets and things for the celebration. But in the meantime, their office is right there on Holtzclaw Avenue. If you know someone who could benefit from their services, don't hesitate to encourage them to reach out. And maybe if you're in a position to help with what they're trying to do, they'd love to hear from you as well.
Yes,
Thank
absolutely.
you, Shana.
Thank you so much.
Order for a Sonic Churro Shake.
I got the ice cream.
Sprinkling the cinnamon sugar and adding a churro on top.
Ready with the Sonic Churro Shake.
Hi, it's Sayla. Top